Howdy, everyone. Welcome to Tilson Live. It is Tuesday. It's 2 o'clock. We are coming at you live both on YouTube and on Facebook. We are your hosts. I am Eric Allerid, Senior Vice President of Tilson Homes, part of the fourth generation of the Tilson family, joined as I am each and every week by Mrs. Dawn Dantzler, Vice President of Marketing and Customer Experience for Tilson Homes. Good afternoon, Dawn.
Hey, Eric. How's it going?
It's going great. It's going great. We've got some very nice weather this week. It's low humidity. It's nice. Yeah, it's still in the 90s during the day, but it's fall 90s. It's Texas fall 90s. So we're not dripping with sweat every time you walk outside or into your garage. It's very, very pleasant by our standards.
Good.
So anyway, we are loving it. We are so grateful you guys are here. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube. It is Tilson Live. We're here for you. We want you to jump in. Tell us where you are watching from. Tell us where you're building. Tell us what part of the process that you're in. We love hearing from you guys. Again, we are here for you. We want to answer all your questions regarding building on your land, regarding the financing, the design, the site preparation, anything you guys want to talk about. But we have a very special treat today, don't we, Dawn? What are we talking about specifically today?
So today we're going to talk about our Magnolia floor plan. So we do have the model of the Magnolia out in Katy, but what I like about this plan is it's one of the ones that shows off how different a home can be based on what you do to the exterior. So even though it's the same floor plan on the inside, it's going to be the exact same house, what you do to the outside just changes the entire look and feel of that house. So it's kind of amazing. So we've pulled together examples from the model and also examples from customer homes.
Yeah, the examples of the customer homes they're mind-boggling even to me. I've been doing this a long time, but you look at, four houses side by side, they are the same floor plan. And if you look at them from the front, side, back, you have no idea that they are the same. So very versatile from a design standpoint. Our design team hit a home run with the Magnolia. It's a beautiful model. It shows well. It lives well. It's very flexible, very versatile. So we're excited to show you guys all of the different things you can do with the Magnolia. It is a very economical way to get 4 or even 5 bedrooms quite easily if you needed to do that, or if you needed a work from home space, or if you needed a remote learning kind of space. It can absolutely get it done. Any of you homeschoolers out there, get that done with this too. So jump in, tell us where you're watching from, tell us where you're building. We have a really cool presentation we're going to do for you. And obviously, we were here to answer all of your questions. So we want to hear any questions you have regarding design, regarding if you're thinking about the process, if you're thinking about how to get started, if you're looking for land. That's what we're here for, because we believe genuinely that a well-informed homeowner is the best type of customer. They're the happiest customers, having all of those fears alleviated and rumors alleviated. Most of the fears are unsubstantiated. So we're here to just make that go away and give you guys the transparent truth as we know it and have been doing it for 4 generations. So with that, Donna, we have a couple people in here watching us. Let's see who we got, and then we can get this presentation going.
We do. We have Will checking in from Klondike. Hey, Will. We've got Usman coming in from Austin. He is building a Canyon A.
Nice.
And then I did see that we have Lisa over on YouTube, but she commented before all of the comments pulled in.
Yeah, she's
Lisa,
balance from Beat Eyes. So up there in northern Grimes County, Texas. So very excited to have her joining us. So again, you guys jump in, tell us where you're watching from, tell us where you're building. Really, really excited to hear from you guys and want to help you guys in any ways that we can. So jump in, tell us that. And so we got more comments.
Yes, we have a message from Wendy. I do apologize if this is not the appropriate venue, but I do want to extend my condolences to your family for the loss of Mr.
I appreciate that, Wendy. And there's never an inappropriate venue for that. To extend condolences, we really appreciate it.
Yes.
He'll be missed dearly, obviously. He's my best friend, my mentor, my grandpa. So I was the luckiest kid on earth. So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And then we've got Linda. Hi, watching from Arlington, building in Maypearl. Interior doors are in and closet shelves and rods are in. Pantry shelves are installed, trim on the walls and around the doors. Awesome.
We found closet shelving. This is a wonderful day.
I know. That is great news. There was a shortage on that for a while, so excited to see that go in. We got Lisa. Hey, from Fort Worth. A rock wall will get started next month at Possum Kingdom Lake.
Beautiful. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. let's talk a little bit about the Magnolia.
Yeah, so guys, keep jumping in. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're building, what part of the process that you're in. We are totally here to answer your questions. We are going to talk about this, but answer the questions for us if you don't mind. That would be much easier. But ask.
You guys just take over. I'll just read what you say.
We can use a lot of help. So anyway, tell us what you want to know. We're going to jump into this presentation, and we will stop, of course, intermittently for questions and howdies and all that kind of good stuff. We're grateful for y'all. But Dawn, let's kick this thing off.
All right. So this is the Magnolia model in Katy. So you can see that it's got a very, it's got that stucco rock kind of modern-ish look to it. But very, beautiful plan. Got a good combination on the outside, and got those eyebrow windows. Just a lot of light coming into this plan, and just very cute to look
Beautiful.
at. It's a base floor plan. It's a little over 2,200 square feet, almost 2,300, and comes as a 3-bed with 2.5 baths. So this is that base layout. It also has a study in addition to that, and that wonderful flex room that you can really do whatever you want. It can be converted into an extra bedroom. Some people have made it a formal dining room. It's just a very versatile space that allows people to kind of do whatever they like to do with the plan. So it's a good space. It's got a very large living room, very large family room, really, really big windows. So there's just a lot of light that pours into that space. Just makes it a very bright and airy home.
For sure. And of course, again, folks, when you're looking at these, the dotted lines are simply a change in ceiling height. They're like an arch. So you can see that this plan truly is open. This entire area is wide open. And the way we have, of course, our model home built, this is open as well. So very open, and like Don was saying, just a lot of glass across the back of this home, looking out on your property, which is why you bought the thing to begin with. So,
yep. And it's also that true split bedroom design. So you've got your master on its own side of the home, just kind of sequestered from all the other guests and children and all of that noise that's going on. So very good plan. But with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the model.
Let's do it. As you walk up to the front of the Magnolia model here in Katy, you're going to notice that we've done actually one of our more contemporary elevations or exteriors. We have kind of a stucco and stone craftsman style look with a beautiful eyebrow window above the front bedroom and gorgeous mahogany door and side lights as you approach. You walk into the foyer of the Magnolia, which welcomes you in, and immediately your eyes are drawn to the fixed 6x6 fixed glass windows on the back of the family room, and just welcome you into the space. As you walk into the family room, you're going to notice that it opens up to one of the largest ones in this square footage size for us. It's 17 by 20 feet, has plenty of space for entertaining, for hanging out, and is open to the kitchen, dining area, and has those gigantic fixed glass windows that look out onto the covered patio. So yeah, going back to the shot of the back of that, showing all the glass across there is really what, just the light, like you said, pouring in. You can't beat it out on a rural setting.
Yeah, absolutely. So I pulled just some examples so that people kind of see. This is the standard elevation, so the B and the C, as they are rendered versus as they are built. So you can kind of see what the differences are. So the C elevation that does have that brick and the lap siding, the one that we're showing from the customer home does also have the attached garage. But just kind of to give you the idea of what the elevations look like if you don't change anything on them versus the real life buildings. And then the next screen is where kind of our customers got creative and did their own thing, which we love to see. So some of you may remember seeing this as a true farmhouse, what everybody kind of envisions in their mind as the good old school farmhouse with the white board and bat and the 3 dormers. And all that was taking that C elevation from the previous page, taking off the brick and the lap siding and just replacing it all with the board and bat, then you get that classic farmhouse look. The one next to it is same thing, just without the dormers. Some people don't like the dormers, and so it's very easy for us to go ahead and remove those and credit them back to you. So that's what that looks like. And this one just happened to have the beautiful
right, of course, yeah, naturally,
just a gorgeous picture. Yeah. But then we've also seen people do more of like a modern farmhouse take on the stucco that you see at our at our model home, in Katy. So with this one, they just removed the stucco and replaced it with board and bat siding. So you've got that more modern farmhouse look, which works really well if you're in one of those communities that has a masonry requirement.
Exactly.
This is a good way to get to that and kind of have that good classic look. And then you can see this is even though it's not a pre-designed option, we have put the cathedral ceiling and the cathedral porch into that. So that's actually the back of the previous home. So just a great example of how, just changing the outside a little bit just completely changes the feel of the house itself.
Right. And again, going back to being able to set, two of these very close together and trying to go back to our original premise, we try to hammer home to people when they're initially searching for plans is, figure out a floor plan that works for you. And then we can make the outside look kind of however you want to. That's typically the easiest part of the house to change. We find so many people that'll bring in a plan to us, a plan they found on the internet or whatever, a custom plan they found, and we ask them what they like about it. Like, oh, we like the dormers, or we like the porch, or we like the this or that. And then like, what do you like about the plan? Like, well, we really need the master on the other side.
No, I need the bedroom over here.
Like, you hate the plan. The plan's terrible. You like the way it looks. Okay, we will set that aside and know that that's our little inspiration board over here. And then let's find a plan that works for you and your family. And then let's worry about the outside. So really, really important thing to think about.
Yes. So this is just an image of that foyer that we're talking about, that beautiful, beautiful front door and the view into the study. And then that family room, which is, very large. It's, 17 by almost 20. And it's got those huge, huge windows, which if you've tuned in with us before, we're teaching you how to read the window sizes on your floor plan. So these are 6060 FX, which means 6 foot by 6 foot fixed windows. But they're huge. They bring in so much light, and you can see all of that. The dining area and the kitchen are completely connected to it. So it's that true open floor plan.
And of course, Dawn's gone out of her way to put the colors on there, or Kelsey, one of the two. One of them put all the colors on there. The closest match, obviously.
Closest,
yeah. The model home it's been painted, and if we've changed colors or something like that, we try to give you guys what we believe is going to be the closest. It's a matter of opinion, of course, but
it's what the internet believes. So
which makes it automatically true. So.
It's what matchmypaintcolor.com. I think that's
nice.
the very, very typical source. We put in the other one. And so, as Eric's, getting to always check in person, but this is kind of the closest match if you're going for that look.
And again, go back to the dimensions family room. We have 3,000 square foot floor plans that suit very well that don't have family rooms this big. So it is a large family room, and all of it's really usable space. So.
Yeah, that's one thing when you walk into this model, you're really, I'm always shocked by how big it feels.
Yeah. I think we have some other folks that joined us.
Well,
want to bump over to them. And
we do.
You got any questions? If you got questions, guys, drop them into the comments. We want to hear from you guys on Facebook, on YouTube, however you're streaming this. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Donna, who is looking to build a rock wall in Bell County. Awesome. Thanks for joining. We've got Serena. Hi from Robin, Serena, and Pflugerville, building the Abilene C and Thrall Taylor area. Should have a slab next week. We're having a great experience with Tilson. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. It's good to hear.
Are we a Thrall Bulldog? I need to know if we're a Thrall Bulldog or if we bleed over into the Taylor side. So we got to find out for sure.
All right. Guess we got some rivalries. We got Alex saying hello from Dayton.
What's up, Alex? Welcome back.
Lisa, hello from Fort Worth, building an unknown plan in Bandera County next year. Awesome. Well, hopefully this can help you kind of decide. We got Terry, Georgetown, Texas. He's with Wells Fargo Senior Small Business Development. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. And Linda's also sharing, I forgot my attic doors installed as well. Good, because those were also tight. Yeah. So I'm excited to see those supply chain
all in on what we call trim
kind
2.
of clearing up.
She's there.
Trim 2, yes. Awesome. We got Maricela building the Gonzalez. We are closing this Friday. Cool. That is amazing. Congratulations.
Congrats. Thanks for trusting us. Excited for you guys.
Yes, absolutely. We've got Janet Howdy from far north Texas. Our live oak D by the pond in Grayson County is almost framed and it's looking good.
That's fun. Awesome. That's cool.
And then we've got Balance Ranch sharing. We're pricing out the Magnolia C with no dormers, with the back porch with the cathedral.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, as you can see, we've done it. So
It's a thing.
now you know what it looks like. It's awesome.
All right, guys. Yeah, y'all keep dropping your questions and comments into the comment section, into the chat. We will get to every single one of them, whether you're under construction, whether you're thinking about this, whatever part of the process that you're in. We're here to help you guys out. So don't hesitate to ask, and then we're going to move on with some more video tours.
Yeah, we're going to take a peek at the kitchen and the dining area.
Check it out. So the heart of the Magnolia floor plan is its kitchen. It's truly versatile. It has a large island in it, which we've chosen to do as a raised bar top so people can eat there, hang out, have a bowl of cereal, a cup of coffee. Also, we've had plenty of customers that lower that down to have one solid surface of island, which is really nice for entertaining as well. Immediately adjacent to the kitchen is what we've done as a breakfast and dining combination. So one large eating area that can accommodate a nice formal table, but is still quaint enough where you can enjoy just a cup of coffee or bowl of cereal looking out onto your property through the back gorgeous windows that are on this home. So we've opted to use the flex space here in the Magnolia floor plan as truly another living type area. We've had people use it as a kids play area. We've had people use it as a craft room. We have an option to turn it into a formal dining space, a fourth bedroom, a larger utility room and drop zone. There's truly endless possibilities, and this is what makes it the most versatile floor plan probably in our portfolio. I've got to get some more wardrobe. Figure this out.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. So this is the regular kitchen layout that they were showing. Again, the kitchen still a very big space, almost 15 foot by almost 12. So lots of space, lots of cabinetry in that area. In there, it does have the double ovens already. So just a beautiful kitchen, and it does have that island, which everybody has opinions on. So everybody start voting. Whether you like the raised island or whether you prefer a flat surface. We've done it both ways, which we can actually show in the next couple slides, kind of how the changes that people have made to that island. Because really, you can change up these kitchens however you like. But let us know which one you prefer. I am always team raised, because then you don't see, particularly when there's a sink there, because then you don't see what's behind the sink, which usually in my house is dirty dishes.
Cereal bowls.
I procrastinate.
My favorite at our house is that's going to need to soak for a little bit. It's going to need to soak.
Yeah, that one just needs to soak.
Yep. So we're standing here right again at the kind of in the dining space, the dining area. Looking back, you can see. So you got into the study all the way over here. You can actually see the half bath just through this arch right there. So, and obviously the whole family room and pantry. But it it feels so big that this home does. So it's
it really does. Which we're getting votes for raised island.
Hey, that's a new trend, because
I know Donna's saying raised, Balance Ranch is saying raised. Yeah. Usually I'm outvoted.
Hide the mess. These people live in their house. They live, cook, and work in their house.
Yes. And this is that dining area. That's part of it. Just give you a better look at that. It's a 12 by 12 room. Again, very, very large, very workable. It's got 3 windows across the back. They're a little bit smaller than the big ones in the living room, but still plenty of light. And those actually open because they're single hung windows. So 3 feet by 6 feet. You've got 3 of them right there.
Yeah, and again, of course, you could see, we're calling it 12 by 12, guys, but you're noticing that there's really nothing. It's just an imaginary line, right? And on both sides, so you could easily, expand this out. There's plenty of space here for 8, even without, encroaching into the other rooms. So you could put, for that Thanksgiving, Christmas deal, you could obviously go 10-person table without a problem with some leaves in there. So.
Yeah. There are a couple leaves in that table. You were good.
Yeah, and for that, and that the country living that most of our customers do, the one eating area is really what they want. I mean, the idea of a formal dining room, while it does suit some folks, most of our customers, one large eating area right off the kitchen that looks out onto the property, that's what they want.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. All right. So here are some, even though everybody seems to be agreeing with me, we still have Julie saying, I'm not OCD enough for a flat one. Lisa likes the raised one because she likes to play bartender.
There you go.
It's pretty fun. But we do have a lot of people who like to flatten it out. So this is a customer home photo where it shows if you just leave the island exactly like it is, the exact configuration, this is what it looks like when you flatten it out. Again, this is a customer home, so like all of our customers, they made a couple other switcheroos as well. So they did add in the farmhouse sink. These guys actually put their pantry somewhere else, so they removed it from the kitchen, which is why you're seeing the double ovens closer to you, because that's usually where the pantry would be. So they added a little bit of extra cabinetry to do that, and also added that stone front on their island. But this just gives you an idea of the shape of that island and what that looks like if you flatten it just as is.
It does show well. It shows really, really pretty whenever.
Yes.
There's no one living in it.
It's very pretty. It's very pretty. And then this one is they flattened the island and also kind of made it the more traditional rectangular shape. So they took the curve out and made it a much larger flat surface in one space. And they did also put in that farmhouse sink. And since you are getting a peek of the living room, just wanted to point out they did cathedral that ceiling. So that's why it looks a little taller. But this is what that space looks like if you flatten the island in the same kitchen.
Yeah, and again, the versatility of this plan, not just blowing us, but I mean, this thing, all these are the same house, guys. All these are the Magnolias.
Yeah, all of this it's the same house. Just
folks doing a little bit different things here and there that make it look vastly different, which is, I think, super cool. And footprint changes very minimal, if at all.
Yeah, yep.
All right.
And then the next one is actually the pre-designed alternate kitchen. So this kind of takes that island and puts it at an angle and makes the kitchen larger. Puts more cabinetry in the back. And so this shows you kind of what that looks like. They, of course, also made a couple other modifications. So just pointing them out versus the standard alternate kitchen. These guys actually raised the ceiling because they're going to come normally at 9 foot in the kitchen area, but they went ahead and raised it to the full 10 to match the rest of the area, because that's where the living room is already 10. So they did raise it up. And when they did that, they added the smaller cabinets to the top, the glass doors that you're seeing, just to kind of fill some of that height. So that was a change that they made. And again, they added in a farmhouse sink to that. But this, and flattened the island, it would be double.
This, I mean, not that it wasn't open before, but when you do this, of course, removing the arch, when you're doing the 10-foot ceilings, it's all just one big room.
Yes.
And this easily becomes your breakfast table for all intents and purposes. Yep. And then you do have really 2 eating areas. Not that you couldn't do that with the regular bar top, but this just seems just large, really, really large. It's awesome.
Yeah, the other change this does is it does give you that walk-in pantry that's not pictured, because closets are kind of boring, but this does give you that walk-in pantry because it's borrowing a little bit from the flex space to get you the extra square footage.
Awesome.
On the kitchen. So yeah. And then the flex room, this is how it comes in the base plan. So it's open to you. It's, again, a very large room considering the size of this home, and lots of windows. You got 3 windows on the back and then 2 windows on the side that are a little bit smaller to give you some space to put some furniture, but still lots of natural light pouring into this home.
Yeah, and a little bit later today, guys, we're going to show y'all a lot of the different custom options you can do, particularly with this space. It's a really, really flexible flex space.
Yes.
And there's a lot of custom options that we're going to show you on our website that you can play with, or bonus room stairs, things like that go. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, but I will show you one of the things that you can do that I did have a picture of in a customer home is the drop zone. So it moves the utility room and then creates a nice drop zone coming in from the side of the home where you've got the bench and the coat closet in there, and then a doorway into the utility room from there. So you can use the flex space to create that drop zone where all the stuff is going to collect so it doesn't make its way into your kitchen.
And look where that dining space goes out to when you do that.
Yeah, and when that happens, you get a much larger dining space. Add a whole nother window, just really makes
very
that
cool.
Large. Yes.
Drop zones are very popular with our customers. Very popular.
Yes, they are. Because we do a lot of outside things, so we need to make sure that we've got a place to drop all those muddy clothes off. And
no excuses for dirty clothes going across the house.
And then I wanted to give a shout out real quick to Michael because he is watching from Lavaca County in his Magnolia.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, very much.
But let's go ahead and take a look at the master suite.
All right. The Magnolia is 2,250 square feet of living area all on one floor, and what's really great about it is its true split floor plan design with the master suite on one side of the home and the other bedrooms on the other. As you go into that master suite, you're going to notice that it truly is its own private space, even with its own door and its own foyer, really. So you walk into the foyer vestibule of the master suite, you've got his and hers walk-in closets on both sides, and then you walk into one of the largest master bedrooms in this square footage range. And because it's on the corner of the home, you have natural light coming in from two walls, which is really beautiful when you've bought such a pretty piece of property. As you walk back the other way past the walk-in closets, you go into the master bath of the Magnolia floor plan, where you're going to be welcomed with a large soaking tub for relaxing after long, hard-working days. You're going to have a really nice size shower that has a seat area where you can store plenty of your shampoo and things like that. Of course, our semi-frameless glass we do with all of our showers, private water closet, and his and hers vanities with a laundry hamper cabinet. So yeah, the best part of that master suite, again, it is its own really apartment.
Yes, it's almost like a wing of the house.
It is. I love it. I love the separate his and hers closets. I love the little kind of vestibule area, so you don't walk right into the master bedroom from the family room. You've got kind of a buffer area here, give you some privacy, and a massive master bedroom for this size home. And again, you don't have a bunch of doors swinging into it. In fact, you have no doors swinging into it because your door is over here. So you gain all of that wall space in this room. So it lives very, very large.
Yeah, that's what you're looking at is a king size bed and very large end tables. It fits. It's a very nice size master bedroom.
Yeah, there's room to spare.
Yes. And then the master bathroom, the standard layout is going to have that big soaking tub and a walk-in shower, separate room in there, and the his and her vanities, and that the hamper
big
cabinet.
Laundry hamper cabinet. I do want to point out, because this is a little bit dated, of course we mentioned it in the video that we now would use the semi-frameless glass, so you wouldn't see all of this framework anymore. So that's something that we don't do any longer. You see a lot less frame and a lot more glass. So really, really pretty touch. And you'd have cabinetry down here now, which is how we prefer to do that. But again, you got it's secluded, completely away from everything. And, if you're out on acreage, I know we had this come up before, some people have obscured this before, which you can for privacy. And then we've had people that lamented that said, I didn't even think I was on 15 acres and who in the world is going to be out there anyway. I wish I would have kept it clear to let more light in. So just something to think about. Don't think about where you're living now. Think about where you're headed and why you're going there. And maybe you will have the privacy or put a shade or something on it if that's what you want. So.
Right. Yeah. It's a lot easier to cover a window once you've built it than to try to add one in after.
For sure.
One of the very popular options for this plan is to remove that tub entirely. This is another thing that our customers are usually 50-50 on. Are you team big, large soaking tub or team walk-in shower? Let us know which one you are. But for the people who are team walk-in shower, no bathtub, that is a pre-designed option on the plan. And this is what it looks like. So your vanity side is going to look exactly the same, but that shower gets absolutely massive and gets a nice tile seat in it. And this picture shows the current style on the showers. You can see that semi-frameless. As you can see, there's a lot less metal now than we had before. But yeah, this is just, it's an enormous shower. If you've seen, we had one family that we did the tour and all, the husband, wife, and the salesperson actually got in the shower. That's how big the showers. Don't generally recommend that, but just to give you kind of an understanding of how huge this space is.
Everybody needs to be wearing deodorant for doing that. And clothes.
So yeah, this is just, it's a good use. And a lot of people really seem to prefer doing this.
Yeah, a lot more current picture showing kind of today's fixtures. So
Yep.
see
So
you guys keep popping your questions in. What do we got?
We've got Wendy commenting that they are building the Angelina and actually widened the entry hall near the garage to add a drop zone. So she's definitely team drop zone. We've got Lisa Marie. We've been working on a custom canyon layout and have decided we want to make the living room kitchen area larger. Is it possible to add square footage to a specific room?
It is, Lisa Marie, and I don't know if you're wanting to go back with those 2 rooms. So if you want to, but you can go with the way that plan lays out. I know this was just in Brian a little while ago. And you could go back with just those 2. You can move that back a foot or 2. It would be your, kitchen, family room area. If you're wanting to make them wider, you do need to add the footage through the front parts of the house. So really, it'd be like you'd be adding footage to probably the foyer and the family room and the back porch as well, and you'd be adding the footage to probably the study and the kitchen and the dining area. And then also something to consider is if you're doing the upstairs. Which I don't know if you're doing the upstairs or not, but if you're doing the upstairs, if you add that footage to the bottom, we'll need to add it to the top as well. You can't add a footage to the bottom without adding it to the top on a 2-story portion of a home.
Okay.
But yes.
Yes, we can. All right. Wendy is team walk-in shower here. We enlarged the shower in the Angelina by removing the secondary closet in the master.
There you go. Yeah.
Linda, also team walk-in shower. Linda, team drop zone. Unfortunately, I didn't think about it when we were planning our home. We could probably create something in there. And then we've got, hi, I'm watching from the Mojave Desert, and we are building in Fort Bend County. My question is, how much time approximately is there from construction start date to the actual pouring of the slab?
It's actually going pretty quick right now in Fort Bend County. So whenever your construction start date gets underway, a lot of times your building superintendent already has the foundation contractor lined up. So now the actual pouring of the slab, you're probably still about a month, only because there's some things that have to happen in a very linear process. So we'll do that pre-construction meeting with you just before we hit that construction date with your sales consultant, the builder, and the customer. Right. And usually by then he's already got the wheels going about when it's going to, when it's scheduled to start. So we got to set forms. We have to scrape the inside, the vegetation out. That usually happens in a day or 2, 3 days, depending on availability. And then we come in with fill. We put the select fill. We fill the forms with a little bit of material. And then the plumber has to come in and put all of the sewer piping in. So all of your drain lines, your vent pipes, all that stuff has to go in. And then the foundation contractor comes back, digs all the beams, puts the cables in, puts the polyethylene in, puts the cables in. Any steel that's recommended by not required by the engineer goes in at that time. And then they finish up the forms, and then we schedule pour. So there's some things happening, and that's usually over a 2 to 4 week period, depending on weather and availability, from when the release construction date happens to when we actually pour the slab. I would plan on about a month going by of that happening.
Perfect. Awesome. And let's see. Will is team walk-in shower. We have my people are watching today, Eric. Like everybody's.
I see that. Yeah, we are hiding our dirty dishes, but we are making sure we personally are clean. So I can appreciate that. Like the dishes.
And we don't have the dust collector that is the tub in my house
the tub.
Yes.
That's funny.
Just a big old waste of space, in my opinion. But I know some people love it. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. I've never.
I mean, if we didn't have a tub, where would I put my workout clothes in the morning to dry out? It drives my wife insane.
I am against things that attract clutter. Like that's what happens. All right, awesome. Well, let's take a look at all of the other rooms in this house.
Guys, keep asking your questions into the comments. We want to hear from you. We want to answer anything we can for you guys. If you're wondering about something that's going on or how it works or what the process is, that's why we're here. So keep asking while we're going through these other red rooms.
All right, awesome.
So opposite the master suite and the Magnolia floor plan are the spare bedrooms. We have it set up as a 3-bedroom design in total, but we have a lot of customers that turn into a 4-bedroom and some that even turn into a 5-bedroom design. So it's really versatile to be able to do that. The 2 spare bedrooms we have in the model share a bathroom, and it's immediately off the hallway adjacent to the utility room. And the front bedroom of this particular elevation with this stucco craftsman look gets a really nice tall ceiling and eyebrow window that really is beautiful in the front of this home. So the utility room with Magnolia floor plan is immediately off of the hallway adjacent to the other bedroom. So really convenient place for kids and guests to drop off their dirty clothes. Lots of space in that utility room, including a cabinet and countertop for folding and storage. Obviously plenty of space for your washer and dryer. And that's where you would enter in if you were to have a porte-cochere or garage on this particular home. You'd come in the utility room there. So in the model home in Katy, Texas, you're going to notice we have a study set up immediately off of the foyer. Great place to have your home office set up. It's on the same side of the home as the master suite. Also has access to a half bath right around the corner from it. So as you're working, you can hit the half bath up if you need to, get a cup of coffee out of the kitchen. And then when you're done working for the day, it's on the same side of the home as your master. So you can retreat and just relax in your owner's suite.
All right.
Yeah, so the split floor plan really shines if you have guests or kiddos. They have their own space.
Yes.
I love how I said the dirty clothes from the kids and the guests, as if the homeowners don't ever have dirty clothes. They just go in the tub.
I was wondering, like, can I come be your guest if you're going to do my laundry? If I can, like, drop off my... Like, am I a bad hostess? I don't do my guest laundry.
Oh, that's great. But yeah, beautiful. And now this particular elevation, you have the really tall ceiling in that front room because of the eyebrow window. Those are some of the things that do change as you jump from elevation to elevation. So do sit down with your sales consultant as you're going through that, particularly if you've gone through the model home. They can walk you through any differences in ceiling heights. There's not a whole lot of differences, but there are some key differences that you want to be aware of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, little nuances. And that's that utility room. Again, very, very big, lots of space in there. And that window that we're looking at, if you had a garage attached, that would be your door to kind of come in. And that also is an option we've seen people do without a garage. They've added the side door and instead of that window so that they have a space to enter through. This is the study area right there on the front of the home. We've seen this a lot of times. Some people convert this into a bedroom, so it's one of the ways that you end up getting more bedrooms out of this house. But a good space if you're working from home or need a homework room or something like that. It's nice and secluded at the front of the home.
It is, yeah. It doesn't actually border any walls with any of the other bedrooms, which is nice. So not disturbing anybody.
It's good space. And then I just wanted to take us through some of the pre-designed options that we didn't necessarily have pictures of. So let me pull those up for you. So this is just on our website where you can kind of come in, and a lot of our plans have this potential, but you can go ahead and kind of select what the changes could be. So if you wanted to show you, like, this is where the attached garage would go and what that would look like. So like we were talking about, this would be where that window was in your utility room becomes your door, and then your garage just attaches there. If you wanted to do the standard fourth bedroom, just turning that flex space into the bedroom, so you get the walk-in closet, and it just kind of walls it off in the breakfast room so that it's separate there. We do have the formal dining room option. And what that does is actually moves the bedroom from up, the bedroom was here before, pushes that into the back into your flex space and puts it across from the study, which is more a traditional layout. If you didn't want it there and you wanted it back where the flex room was, we can obviously do that as well. And we do have, recommended fireplace location if you really want a fireplace. There is also an alternate master bath. If you wanted a little bit of a different layout and wanted to keep that tub, this might be a good option for you. So it pushes the master bathroom forward and then puts the closet at the very front of the space. So you lose that alcove that's in the normal plan, but just gives you a little bit more space here. And then, as Eric mentioned, we also do have a bonus room option on this home. So if you choose to do that, it's going to move your pantry, take that flex space and make that your utility room and kind of your stairs area, gives you that walk-in pantry, and then gives you the whole second floor, which gives you the additional powder room, a large bonus room, and also a theater room up there. So it's a good addition of space.
Yeah, it's really fantastic for kiddos and really grand kiddos. So it's a lot of fun to Be able to toss it up there and let all the cousins bunk up in one room for the night, have a little sleepover. It's fun times.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. But let's see. We have a few more questions.
Let's check it out.
All righty. Let me turn that off. Turn that off. Okay. We have Miss Sanford. Larry is saying she loves her Magnolia. I believe we showed that earlier.
Yes, we did.
We've seen a couple pictures from your house. Ms. Baston says it's a beautiful floor plan. It really is. It's a good, versatile floor plan. Isfun is asking, what's the situation on AC ducting? Is it still getting rationed? It's being allocated. It's on allocation.
But yes.
But yes, it's rationed.
Yeah, unfortunately, it still is us. But we've taken some strides and have been able to secure some as just Tilson for our HVAC contractors, which we are doing, particularly where it's needed most, which is the Greater Hill Country area. So we're allocating our allocation out, but yes, it's still being allocated. Rationed is the right word. The World War II word.
Yeah. Jimmy is asking, what is the purpose of waiting a year to start a build? For example, in Texas Grand Ranch, other builders are completing the builds within a year of signing.
Okay, so I don't know any that are completing it within a year, and I talked to all of them in Texas and Republic Grand Ranch. Now that being said, we're not under any circumstances in that area. No one's waiting a year to start the build. You're typically waiting about 4 to 7 months to start the build, depending on how long it takes the customer to get all their design stuff done and all of those. And we're averaging right now about 115 days from when you sign to when it's released to our estimating department. And then based on where you're building, that's what's going to determine how long it is before we slot that release to construction date. Now, I'll tell you, in the Texas Grand Ranch area, it's about 3 to 4 months right now. We are working, and the reason is we're wanting to not have to start it and then stop for a month or two waiting for a contractor, and then start it and stop it for another month waiting for flex duct or something like that. But I don't know of any builder in Texas Grand Ranch or Republic Grand Ranch with those size houses and the labor, because we're all going after the same labor and same material stuff, from broadly speaking, not identical, but broadly speaking, it's the same stuff. And having it still be supply chain disrupted, but being able to get it designed, permitted with them. If you're doing a construction loan, get your construction loan closed, which we're not doing. We get the appraisal done for the permanent loan, but it's taken every builder in there about the same amount of time. And I know that because I work closely with the developers in Texas Grand Ranch and Republic Grand Ranch. So maybe there's something that we haven't done from an explanation standpoint, explaining that, but it's not you come in and do a contract and then we wait a year and then we start building and it takes another year. That's not what's happening. So if we said that, we misspoke, and I apologize, Jimmy.
Okay. All right. We've got Will saying it's a very nice floor plan. I have to get back outside and get a few more small projects done and get stuff set up to process around 30 broiler meat chickens this weekend. Y'all have a safe and blessed day and week. Thank you,
Will.
Will.
That is hard work, Will, but good for you, man. That is hard, dirty work.
He's got quite the farm going out there.
It is.
And then we've got Badana. Hello, y'all. Framing started on our Gonzales at the shores in Corsicana. Love. Beautiful. That's awesome. Very exciting. All righty. Well, let's kind of look at a few more of the little details on this home, and then we can kind of wrap up. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments, and we'll be sure to answer them.
As you're walking through the Magnolia model here in Katy, you're going to know some really intricate details, extensive use of archways, which really complement because of the way the front of the home is done. So we have archways that separate the kitchen from the family, arches going into the flex space, arches going into the master suite. All that can be customized, of course. If you want a different type of more contemporary look, you can do that. What we also have done in this particular home is an extensive cabinetry detail. So lots of pull-out trays, lots of large full extension drawer glides for your cookware, so you can access all that stuff very easily. Another place you're going to notice the arch is in the front bedroom, where we've got the front elevation of the stucco gable. You're going to see a large eyebrow window with a really tall ceiling in that front bedroom that really completes the look. It's really beautiful. Thank you. Might be muted there, Mrs. Dantzler.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, lots of beautiful details in this home. It just makes
We're new to
it's one
this,
of my
guys. Y'all
favorites.
bear with us.
We are professionals.
Professional builders.
Yes, we are professional builders. We are not professional video people. But we're trying. We're trying. We're getting there.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
the cabinet details and again coming with the double ovens, this is a definitely designed for rural living. So
Mm-hmm.
and it's been a great floor plan, versatile for a lot of families for a very, very long time, actually. So we know that we can make it accommodate you and yours. So yeah, you guys keep
Absolutely.
asking the questions in here. We want to hear from you, and we have a couple more that have stacked up, but we want to
Yep.
get to all your questions, answer them, tell you how things work, and alleviate all of your concerns with the process of what's going on with rates and prices and timeframes and supply chains and vendors and all that kind of good stuff. We've got a pretty good handle on it.
Yes. We have Ashley asking, hey, from California, question, is your website down? We are looking at plans that it won't let us choose a county for the price range. So no, it's not down. I was just on it. That's where I was playing with the interactive floor plans. It does sometimes like delay a little bit. Once you pick the county, it takes it a minute to load because it's a lot of data being pulled in, but it seems to be working for me. So just try again, I think, and you should be
But it
able to see it.
also, it may be a county that is either just outside of where we build, so we may have to do a case-by-case basis thing. If it's not available in a drop-down, it could be because it's not a regularly built county for us. So let us know what county it is, Ashley, and we'll see if we can help walk you through that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to say offline, but that won't work. It'll be online.
We'll see how we can help you out.
Yeah.
Julie says someone I talked to about our house decided to build with Tilson too. They signed at the Georgetown office, and she said we will get $500 for referring them to Tilson. That means more Tilson chickens for me. Just wanted to mention that in case you might want to talk about that.
So
Sure.
yeah, we are. It's not. I mean, it is. I didn't say we don't advertise it. We do advertise it. We have forms for it. We have all that. But yes, so obviously we are the best form of advertisement is word of mouth. Always has been. Always will be. And by word of mouth, I mean word of mouth, not internet reviews. Different story for a different day. But like, someone that you know, love, and trust tells you go talk to these folks about buying a car or planning retirement or building a home, something like that. I mean, of course, we're going to say we're great, right? We genuinely believe that, and of course, that's what you're going to hear from us. But when you hear someone else who went through the experience, went through the process, and say that, you better listen up because it's not an easy process. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot that the customer has to help with. So anyway, that's something that we do. So if you refer someone to Tilson, if you're a customer and you refer someone to Tilson Homes, you're going to get $500 for referring them, and then that person gets $500 in upgrades in their color room design appointment to spend, because just as a thank you, because we appreciate it.
Absolutely. And then we've got Earl, who's saying building in Angelina B in Milam County. What does the labor situation construction time frame look like from this area?
Yep. So it's that is a area that's struggling for labor, and the reason is it's kind of halfway between that Austin Georgetown area, which is hustling and bustling and gangbusters, and the Bryan College Station market, and which is also going gangbusters. So getting those trades to leave those very busy areas and go to literally the middle of those two can sometimes be a struggle. It's getting better. We've trained up some more labor, some more framers. And so, but construction time, we're still averaging around 300-day construction time in that area. That depends a lot on the size of the home too, Earl. So it is, obviously the faster the better for us without sacrificing quality. That's really what we're after trying to do. So.
Yep. All right. And then we've got Ashley. Okay. Each plan we check is only showing one county option. Example of Fredericksburg is only listing Jasper as an option, and we're building in Montgomery County. And yes, I did test that, and you're absolutely right. It is doing something funky. So I'm going to call our web company when we get off this meeting so I can get them to fix it. But let me show you the workaround for right now. So what she's doing is looking at it on each individual plan. So go ahead and come into the website. Just pick Montgomery here, and that will give you the plans on all of the houses. So that'll give you prices for all the houses, and you can go in that way for now. But I will talk to our our development team.
Thank you, Ashley.
Get the other weirdness fixed. So thank you for letting me know about that, because I
Yeah.
was not aware that was happening. And then we've got Wes saying that it is totally worth the long wait. Oh, thank you, Wes.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things. Like, do you want to rush through it? And if this was your plan for your forever home, this is where you want to be. And I get it. We all want to be there right away. But if you're looking to spend the next 10 or 20 or 40 years in this place, could you wait an extra 6 months to get it done right, to get it done the way you want to get it done? So again, I understand wanting it to be done. We want it done. We want every one of these done as quickly as possible, and get more customers and more of our homes so that they tell people how great we are and they get to enjoy them. And then we get to build for their friends and family and all that kind of stuff. And we will get through all this mess at some point. Things will catch up. So.
Yep. Julie's agreeing with Wes. Yes, I never thought I'd be so happy to see Windows installed.
It's the little things. And a lot of it is just even just, as a society, we have been reconditioned to our form of instant gratification. And I get that. I'm just as bad about it. Like, I don't have Amazon Prime, but my wife does. So I will be on Amazon and I will take a copy, paste the URL, send it to Rachel and say, hey, get it to me because I want it faster than I can get it because I don't have a Prime account. But all that to say, we're building something with natural materials, with human hands in an uncontrolled environment. And it must be done very linear, very serially. It's one of those things that's not, at least not yet, is something that can just show up, done. There's not a fast forward button right now for building a custom home on someone else's land. Maybe modular will catch on in some degree, where custom home builders and their customers can take advantage of that. But we're not there yet with the flexibility that our customers require. And so for that reason, it's just, even though the world's getting faster and you're able to get other stuff sooner, like your cheeseburger and your stuff on Amazon and all that, this is one of those things that just not, kind of like cars right now. You're not getting those very fast either.
Julie's sharing that your wife can add you to her account, but then you'd be able to see all of her purchases. So maybe
exactly,
not.
Which is why she tells me.
Actually, though, there is a way to do it that you can't see her purchases. So I'll give you that hint after this, because I have all of my family members on it.
She's not going to be.
They're under my Prime membership, but they can't see what I do.
Really, I'm just lazy and I don't want to order it. Truth's out there. There, I said it.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And Ashley's saying, sounds good on the website. Glad it's not user error. Nope, not user error. So thank you for letting me know that that's happening.
We appreciate that, guys. And yeah, so this was awesome. I hope you guys got a lot of, thank you, Dawn, for putting this together.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Kelsey, for monitoring the chat. Thank you all for watching and tuning in. Of course, we have a ton of these that you guys can watch this content. We have a YouTube channel. We have a Facebook page. We have the website that Dawn talked about that's about to be updated in the coming moments. And we have all of our design center locations. There may be some very special things happening in Waco as we speak.
We have some walls.
There are walls going up. So we are framing. So Waco is back underway. We felt comfortable enough with the progress of a lot of the customers' homes in the area that we want to get that back going for you guys and for the team there in Waco, because the casita is being built. So for those of you who stayed all the way to the end, there's your treat. You know that. No one else does, because Dawn hasn't told the world yet, although I'm sure that.
Not yet.
But anyway, we're grateful for each and every one of you guys, grateful for your customers that are walking through this process with us, that have trusted us to build the home for your family, that they can enjoy for generations, and we don't take that lightly. So appreciate every one of you guys. We hope that this helps, and we genuinely soon to hope make you part of the Tilson family. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, everybody.